The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
All right, welcome back and welcome in the Local Show in full swing. Beautiful spring day, and the daffodils are up and the tulips are popping through, and it's brightly sunny. No,
quite right.
Am I in the wrong city? Yeah.
Scraping ice. It's warming up. You know, it's
crazy stuff. Huh?
You know, we're going to have those 2 weeks of summer come August. It'll be great.
Good golly. Yeah, you know, Steve, I'm going to be working even more remotely than I am now.
Yes.
Because eventually I'm going to have to go down south, like a lot of people do. But my daughter was saying that it was 90 at one point last week in Savannah, and then it's in the 80s.
Does high heat bother you?
Yes. I'm not going to lie.
Some people are like, oh, it's 90 and they're dying.
But my dad tells me, because of my Mediterranean bloodline being full Italian, that I'll get used to it. And he loves it. So
full Italian. Hang on. I just checked that off on the Tom Bingo card. Full Italian. We got that checked.
And the fact that you're leaving one out, the fact that I do mention my daughter being down in Savannah.
Oh, yes. There we go. The devil went down to Georgia.
Yes,
got it.
Right.
We got it.
Good golly. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, you know, it's slice of life stuff, right?
Nope. And the world became smaller.
You'll talk about your fishing.
Yes. No, I don't mind the heat.
You don't mind it, though, huh?
Well, everything, you got air conditioning. You're inside, you got air. If you're outside, you're in the water. If you're fishing, you got a breeze. If you're golfing, you got a golf cart with shade. I'm okay.
Yeah. I guess you get used to these different things. Well, right now, let's get used to talking with Dr. Mark Pietropaoli. He is the owner of Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. He is a noted author, speechwriter, comedian, and professional baseball player in his mind. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. So, you know, tell us about your background a little bit. I don't think that we really dove in the last couple of conversations as to how much you were into sports and wanted to be just kind of a sports physician, right?
Well, I am a sports physician.
Well, there you go. So that worked out.
And now he helps people like you and me.
But I mean, like for a sports team.
I wanted to be either a fighter pilot, a rock star, specifically a drummer, or a sports medicine doctor. Because I did like sports, I did like playing sports, I did like watching sports, attending
so
sports
you saw
events,
yourself
playing.
like on the team, like, you know,
No, I saw myself as not a professional baseball player ever,
right. But I mean, like on the
athlete. So I
on the
wanted
team to repair people.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. We used to have season tickets to the Bills games, and I go with my dad and my uncle. My uncle was the original Dr. Pietropaoli. Somebody would get hurt, I'd see two people run out on the field.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle John, who are those people? Well, the one guy with the weird shorts on. Remember those Converse?
Yes.
That's the athletic trainer. And then I was like, well, who's the guy with the suit on? Well, he's the team doctor. And I was like, oh, cool. How do you get to become a team doctor? And he was like, well, you have to become an orthopedic surgeon. So I said, okay.
That's awesome.
My eyes weren't good enough for a fighter pilot at the time.
Right.
And, my parents probably would have killed me I would have killed myself if I was a rock and roll drummer. So I had to, settle for sports medicine.
Does the team doctor have to wear a suit? Because that's
nowadays not as much. Even the coaches used to wear suits back then.
Yeah, that's right.
Tom Landry.
Now they forbid it. You can't. The NFL.
Don Shula.
Yeah.
Remember Tom Landry? Yeah. And then they're playing the Raiders, and you got John Madden, who barely had a shirt on. It was awesome. It was
totally.
Yeah, Mike Ditka, he used to dress with that sweater on and everything.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was pretty neat.
Yes.
But, that would have been a cool gig. I would imagine it pays really well to be a team doctor.
No, it doesn't pay very well at all.
Really? More prestige?
No, if you're a team doctor, you rarely get paid well to be the team doctor. And I have been team doctors for several teams, but it's a labor of love, and you do obviously get paid to do surgeries or things like that, none of those, at least back when I was doing it or back in my training, you really don't get paid a lot. Like you might think, oh, team doctors for Syracuse University get paid a lot to do that. They don't.
Wow.
But the prestige that comes, where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the guy that's the team doctor for the Bills. So now, but that is what would drive, I would think, people wanting to. There's where you make the money, right?
There's some prestige, and there's also you get to do the surgery, but they don't. Yeah. It's not just because these athletes are making maybe $20 million, $30 million, $40 million a year. You don't get paid $1 million for the surgery. You get paid whatever the insurance that they have is, and it's workers' comp insurance. So, for instance, I used to take care of the double days in Auburn, and if somebody needed surgery, or needed to be seen, you got paid insurance workers' comp rates. Oh. So it's not a big money maker, but it's something that if you love sports and you love sports medicine, it helps. It also does bring some prestige to the
Tom went into radio. It brings
a lot of experience.
Tom went into radio for the money. Right, Tom?
Way back when.
And the prestige. And then the world changed.
And then I had no hand.
Yeah.
Like George Costanza, I had no hand. Yeah. So you do things a little differently in your world. And let's unpack a little bit about how people might start to engage with Victory in Motion, what their first step might be, and what's a little different.
And why?
It. Yeah.
Well, as you said, I became a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon. So orthopedic surgery is 5 years. Sports medicine's an extra year. That's in addition to your 4 years of medical school, 4 years of college, so 14 years. And then I was in practice doing that for about 25 years, and then I realized that insurance doesn't cover a lot of the amazing things that are on the horizon, all these cutting edge things, regenerative medicine, so to speak, biologics, and our bodies have an amazing ability to heal ourselves. And I was doing a lot of those type of treatments, and those were not covered by insurance, speaking of insurance. So we've morphed our practice into more of a regenerative medicine practice. I'm still a surgeon. I still do minimally invasive surgery. I don't do any knee replacements, as you guys have alluded to. But we help your body heal itself. And so a lot of people don't want to have surgery. For instance, knee replacements, there's about 800,000 to 1 million of those a year. And studies have shown 25 to 30% are unnecessary. It's probably even higher than that. And obviously, if there's maybe a 1% infection rate, well, 1% of 1 million is still 10,000 infections per year. And I've talked about, there's studies that show that doing regenerative medicine treatments, bone marrow, which has stem cells and other cells that help the stem cells, can cut the risk of needing a knee replacement by 82%.
Wow.
So I got more into that, and people really are excited to have a third choice.
Well, you came out with a home of knee repair, not knee replacement, trying to say, hey, yes, we're orthopedic, yes, but seriously consider not having that done for the reasons you just explained.
And that's my point. The point is a traditional medicine, I was trained traditionally, and when someone had arthritis of their knee or whatever, and it wasn't getting better, then they were told, okay, you need a knee replacement. If you don't want one, then you're told, hey, either suck it up, and when you do want one, come back and see us, or have it. That's two options. We're just here to tell you there's a third option. There are ways to repair and not replace, and probably 82 to 95% of the time, we're able to help people with that.
Whoa, that's a big percentage.
Yeah,
seriously.
Well, the results are right here in the book. I was just going over those with you.
We really got to show that on the video too, and we'll talk about that. And then we're going to ask about some specific things because I think some people can relate to the questions I ask. So we're going to do that when you stick around with us.
Of course,
we'll do it after the break. In the meantime, if you do want to jot his number down, 685-7544. I know the folks that answer your phone have lots of answers
yes, they do.
to questions at victoryinmotion.com. But let's chat after the break.
Sure.